And welcome back to the Order and Chaos Show. Today we are on episode 8, entitled What Remains. If you've been following the series, the last bit of conversations we've had is about the deadwood and what's left after containment is breached and everything is stripped away and everything's exposed. Now, people expect reckoning to be loud. They expect explosions, confessions, public collapses. But that's not usually how it happens. Most reckonings arrive quietly, as absence, as doors that no longer open, as influence that no longer travels. Not because someone intervened, but because the structure could no longer carry the weight. Now, pressure didn't destroy anything. The pressure only revealed what was already insufficient. And that's the part that people miss. When something collapses, they blame the storm. They blame timing. They blame circumstance. But storms don't decide outcomes. The foundations do. And Scripture understood this long before we tried to out-argue it. Because Christ describes two builders, same storm, same rain, same wind. One structure stands, and one structure collapses. The difference wasn't belief, it wasn't intent, it wasn't confidence. It was what the structure rested on. And once the foundation falls, something important happens. The noise stops. There's no more defending the narrative, no more propping up appearances, no more borrowing strength from borrowed authority. What remains is reality. Unassisted reality. This is where most people panic because they assume collapse means chaos, but it doesn't. Collapse is often the end of chaos. It's order returning after distortion. Systems don't punish, they rebalance. They remove what can't bear load. They shed what required constant maintenance. They keep what can stand on its own. And Scripture asks a quite unsettling question here. If the foundations are destroyed, what can the righteous do? That verse isn't despair, it's orientation. Because the answer isn't panic, it isn't retaliation, it isn't scrambling to rebuild what already failed. The answer is this: you stop holding up what was never solid. There's a reason some things don't come back after collapse. Not because they were attacked, but because they were hollow. And once pressure exits the system, there's nothing left to animate them. No momentum, no authority, no audience, just quiet. And another passage explains why this happens, so that what cannot be shaken may remain. Now, it's not destruction, it's clarification. Shaking doesn't remove what's real, it exposes it. And this is the part that no one talks about. Most people don't fear collapse. They fear what remains after the collapse. Because what remains can't be blamed, it can't be manipulated, and it can't be explained away. It just stands. Now, chaos feels violent when you're standing on something false. And order feels cruel when it refuses to lie for you. But order doesn't need to announce itself. It just simply returns. And when it does, there's nothing left to argue with. Only something to stand on. This is the balance between order and chaos. And if you like this content, subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button, leave a comment. I'll be sure to get back to you. Till next time. Peace.